Hello there, you've arrived with Aviation News with me, Vince.
And me, Mark.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a superb show lined up for you.
Yes, the good folks from Virgin Atlantic are here and they're going to take us through some questions on the airline industry. So, without further ado, gents, let's get things cracking.
Why don't you start by telling us the history of the legacy airlines and who was the first UK example?
Legacy carriers are traditionally those that provide a full service to their customers, fly the longer haul routes and have a rich history. In the UK, the airline associated with being a legacy airline would be British Airways, as over its years in history amalgamated many other carriers such as Imperial Airways and BOAC to become British Airways we see today. They offer a full service to their customers at a higher price than the low-cost airlines that are currently flooding the market. The need for legacy airlines is generally based on the business user who wishes to fly a long-haul sector in comfort with included drinks and meals in a full service.
From what we know, the aviation industry is a very dynamic market. So what is the future landscape of the aviation industry for you guys? Do you have any new aircraft on the way at Virgin Atlantic?
We were originally one of the launch customers for the A380 aircraft. However, these orders have been delayed. We're currently looking to complete our A330-300 orders, and we're due to receive the first of our 787 Dreamliner orders by 2014.
The current world economic powerhouses are ever changing, and how is this affecting the aviation industry?
We're currently looking to develop into the upcoming economic powerhouses such as Brazil and Russia. This is to capitalise on the rapid growth in GDP, personal wealth and also the demand for air travel. And we're also looking to expand routes into India and China.
As I'm sure you know, there are huge environmental concerns surrounding your industry, so my question is, what are you going to do about that?
As you can see from the chart on the screen, the CO2 emissions from the aviation industry have been decreasing since 1995. The current CO2 emissions by the aviation industry are actually only marginally higher than road travel. Our fuel efficiency performance group brings together a group of managers and directors to decrease our CO2 emissions. We are due to receive the 787 Dreamliner aircraft, which is 25% more efficient per trip and 27% more efficient per passenger.
Who do Virgin Atlantic code-share with, and what alliances do you currently have?
Virgin currently code-share with a number of large international airlines, including United, Air China, South African Airways and Singapore Airlines, which currently have a stake in the company. Unusually for an airline of its size, Virgin is not in one of the global alliances such as Oneworld, Star Alliance or SkyTeam. In the future, it is possible that Virgin Atlantic may form its own alliance with Virgin America and Virgin Australia to aid their passengers as they currently share air miles together.
So, let's move on to your operations.
So guys, how does the chain of command work in regulating the aviation industry?
The Civil Aviation Authority regulates the UK's aviation industry, which adopts a multi-divisional structure. This is where expertise are divided into many units which are defined for certain areas. From the example in the graph, where you could find under the directorial level, is the Safety Regulation Group. This area covers the specifics of safety in the industry. As you can see from the structure, it covers flight ops to licensing to airworthiness, which needs to be heavily regulated to keep the British industry safe.
Does Mr. Branson have anything lined up for the future?
When does he not?
I wish I could answer at this stage, but believe me, that information will be coming very shortly. However, at the moment, Richard Branson's strategies are on a global scale, where we currently only service long-haul routes. One of Michael Porter's 5 forces is how competitive the market is, and we aim to beat our worldwide competition. As you can see from this chart, we have excelled in beating our US competition Delta Airlines, as we offer a swift service on flawless aircraft where we bring the Virgin brand in wherever possible.
Sounds interesting, but what are your current pricing strategies that are making your airline so successful?
Virgin Atlantic have successfully orientated ourselves in both the business and family markets, where we offer a higher class environment suited for businessmen and women who will sit comfortably in our business class at a higher price. Also, for the family market, we have worked closely with major attractions such as Disney to offer package holidays including flights in our family-friendly economy class. This strategy and orientation help keep Virgin competitive but also profitable, as we fill all our aircraft with family and businessmen and women alike.
Well, Vince, it seems we have some breaking news about Virgin Atlantic expanding in the UK.
Yes, it would seem Virgin have successfully won your bid to replace previously owned BMI slots on the UK short-haul routes.
Yes guys, we have successfully been offered the rights to operate Heathrow links to Glasgow and Manchester. Our airline successfully bid for the London landing slots formerly operated by BMI. These slots were released to others by regulations as a condition of allowing the takeover earlier this year of BMI by British Airways' owner IAG. We intend to start operating the new routes from March. BA already flew between Heathrow and Scotland in competition with BMI, and the European Commission ruled that London's airport's scarce and valuable slots had to be released to other airlines.
So it's pretty clear you guys are expanding, but I'm wondering how you plan to do this.
To run this expansion, we will lease 3 Airbus A320 aircraft from charter airline Cosmos. This will therefore open a gateway from Manchester and Glasgow to Heathrow that will allow passengers to connect to our international flights, allowing us more revenue and profitability.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you all with us today.
Yes, John.
My name's Mark Vince.
Okay, and thank you for joining us tonight on Aviation News.